EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Corey Clement. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Eagles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Corey Clement, his first carry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, Clement. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Wentz to his rookie wideout Rager for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now Wentz. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. This ball complete to Rager. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz defers to Clement. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Clement with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Duke Riley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Clemens, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, Clement. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down now, Clement. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the turnover, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The ball carrier.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Play action. Now Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now from Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Jim.
They'll run with Clement, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21,
A final shot before half from Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Murray now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz leaves with Clement on the draw. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. 16 yards of first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he gets it down to the 32.
To Zach Ertz.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. Here's Clement. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He goes underneath to Drake. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Jannard Avery. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Philadelphia.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz to throw again. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Gain of a yard. And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
A gain of
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
40 seconds to Mike.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flushed out right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Eagles have recovered. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them,